fine, thank you. 2 minutes.
Church tower, if that will work.
Okay, when you're ready.
Yeah. Like that. Give us a list. Yeah. What area base you're going to yeah. Sorry.
Nog weer, hè? Dat je met die missies. Zo mooi. Als je daar hebt gezocht.
That's your next shot.
Nog jij niet pen.
Yeah, that's with a boyfriend who's QLR.
I mean, really, you're in the cam, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, he's flown out with the brass band, you see.
You stay away from the mines and bombs if you see them.
Čak i ako vidite mine ili bombe, nikad im se nemojte približavati.
You don't go looking for the mines and bombs.
I nemojte, ako vidite jednu, nemojte ići tražiti još.
Okay, during the war, many items such as these were left lying around where the fighting took place.
Tokom rata na mjestima gdje se vodile borbe, mnogo od ovih sredstava je
Well, they break up.
Zenice, Sky televizija i došli sam da snime kako se odvija nastava u vašoj školi. Zato samo nastavite kako ste radili. Radite
Dobro, idemo, mi imamo čas. Tri pjesme. Sevina. To je u obliku proizvoda. Kako pišemo još drugčije, na drugi način. Kako smo treba? 3 puta po 10. Pišu je. Sad. Evo vidimo ovako. Imamo 10. Dobro. Morate narediti zadatak za 3 puta po 6. Jel se mina dobro?
The mines and bombs are not toys, they are weapons.
Jer mine i bombe, to nisu igrači. To je napravljeno kao oružje.
They're designed to injure and kill, so don't touch them.
Jer sva ova sredstva napravljene su da ubiju ljudi ili da povrijede ljudi. Zbog toga ih ne smijete dirati.
Okay. It's our aim today to make you more aware of the environment you live in.
I zato je naš cilj danas da vas učinimo svjesnim opasnosti u kojoj se nalazite i gdje živite.
To be green.
Ne moraju uvijek biti zelene, ima ih različitih boja.
Who can tell me a colour a mine or bomb may be?
Znate li još kakvih boja mogu biti mine ili bombe? Znate li vi? A ko zna nek digne ruku i ne kaže. Zna li Šiki?
Any more?
Kakvi još boja mogu biti osim crnih?
Green,
Mogu
black,
biti
brown,
zelene,
grey.
crne, smeđe, sive.
The colour of my uniform,
Mogu biti boje uniformi vojnički.
or colour of the grass and the trees,
I ovdje.
or some could be as big as the box.
A ima mina velikih poput ove kutije.
There could be many different shapes.
Također, zapamtite još jednom, potezne mine su veoma opasne.
Okay, what type of mines are these?
Hajde sad da vidimo, koje su ovo mine dole?
Tankovske. Okay, these are the tank mines.
Ovo su protivtenkovske mine, se slušaju.
There'll be a very large hole in the ground.
I bila bi veoma velika rupa ovdje na ovom mjestu.
So we stay away from the tank mines.
Zato im se nikad ne smijete približavati.
Okay, all the mines are very dangerous. Do not go looking for them.
Zapamtite,
Anyone in the future, you're too close to them.
i ako ih negdje vidite, onda znate da ste previše blizu prišli.
But if you do see them, tell another what you've seen.
I ako ih vidite, uvijek upozorite odrasli.
No.
Niste. Znači,
From?
emerald from.
Okay, emerald from. These are the trip mines.
Ovo su potezne mine.
Keep me in there, we'll fill in the kids.
Abite como Što se jod mi?
Fino se ponašaj, dobit ćete svi poklone. Nemojte se gurati, nemojte ga loviti.
So we thought, well, we'll write to the newspaper and see if we can put a little appeal out on the newspaper. We wrote to the Daily Mirror, and we had a tremendous response with all sorts of things, parcels arriving daily, money, well wishes, all sorts. We've even had one offer of 16 tons of equipment for wheelchairs, crutches, that kind of thing, which obviously we can't deal with, but we've passed that on to the Red Cross, so hopefully they can do something with it.
It's amazing the response that you get. I mean, how do you personally feel, I mean, dealing with mines themselves?
Well, my job here isn't physically out in the ground dealing with the mines, but we train the guys that go out there to monitor those tasks. But we do see on a daily basis the effects of what the mines have done. The kids in the schools have got very little. The clothing's fairly poor. They have very few toys, very few luxuries, and to be able to go out and give them something is quite a nice feeling.
I think you've got a letter there. Can you just read a couple of them and tell me what sort of things are coming in?
Well, this one is from an 82-year-old chap, Mr. White. He writes, I'm an 82-year-old ex-sapper from the last war, and I know what it's like to be at close quarters with mines. So I hope the enclosed will bring a little love and kindness to the children. And this one here is from Barclaycard Gold. It says, after seeing your letter in the newspaper, we had a whip round in our office. Please accept this parcel of gifts for the children on behalf of the staff of Barclaycard Gold Customer Care Unit. And we've had absolutely hundreds of letters. We did start writing personal thank yous to all the people who sent things, but obviously that's impossible. So we've sent a letter to the Daily Mirror saying thank you for everybody for everything they sent to us.
When you give these things out to the children, what's their faces like? What it means to them?
Well, it depends on really on the background. It depends on which school they're at, how big the school is. Sometimes we'll go in there with things and we get absolutely mobbed by the kids. They come out, they're running up and they're putting their hands into the bags and everything. We've been to other schools where the kids have all been lined up and we've handed them out to them individually, and the little faces light up with joy. So it's good to see.
Okay, how have the rest of the soldiers responded to this?
Well, we've only got a small team. We've got a team down here in the Federation, a team up in the Republic of Srpska that go out on a daily basis giving this stuff out. And I think, to be honest, they do enjoy doing it, although after a period of time it gets a little bit much. But it is a good thing, and I think they do enjoy it.
Just finally, just to go pick words over our pictures that we're going to do in a minute. I noticed that these are sort of bagged up and things. What have you been doing with them? And I believe you've got a store. Can you tell me about that?
Well, we've had that much stuff. We've absolutely filled our store now with boxes full of things. And in fact, we've been unable to open some of the parcels because we've got that many. We've got quite a large amount going out tomorrow to an orphanage, but it's still there's still lots left, and no doubt it'll keep us going into the new year.
Okay, tell them that. Just moving my head.
Tako da su oni to svako dijete dalo po nekoj igraču.
Some of these were packed by children and they've left their names and addresses in.
Ovo je pakovano iz djece iz porodica koji su ostavili adrese i imena tu. Tako da su oni to posebno stavili gdje nije adrese. They're gonna try to write in some letters.
Ne znaju puno engleski.
They can know English well, da.
That's very nice. Thank you very much.
Hvala vam puno.
Šta, jeste završili s odgovorom? Dragana. Ti si me razočarala skroz. Kakav su ono posjete dole na televiziji u Tektorce? Jo, ti, Berlin,
u školu kad tataranka kaže, tataranka, hajde zove do direktora da
hajde, svi! Dolazi, brzo! Sad ima puno vas, šta ćemo sad? Gdje ćemo sad? Neko nesu još.
Go downstairs and bring some more for
Poljubio.
blizu čike.
Jeste poljubio? Jeste poljubio? Jesi? Šta ću sad? Ostavi! Još medu! Sad ćemo nanijeti. Eto, sad ćemo lako.
Ne možemo blizu puno čike.
Ne blizu, pa ne može blizu. Šta će ti donijeti? Jurice! Jurice! Pa dva, pa šta ima? Pitaj šta ti je donijela, Jurice! Opet joj nije dobio. Neki dvije. Hajmo, idemo sad spavat. Hajmo. Hajmo, svati svoj hajmo, hajmo, Jure. Hajmo. Hajde, dobri se, Jure.
Just play with the dolly with him.
Exactly.
This morning we went off to a particular location. Perhaps you could describe it to the viewers and what happened when you got there, these things.
Yeah, we tripped out to a place called Zenice, which is just to the side of Vitez, which saw some quite horrific action during the war, to an orphanage of about 138 children. The age range was anything from under 1 to 17, 18 years of age. They're all deprived in their own sort of way, orphaned from the war. And they form groups, family groups within the home of 10 to 15 children. In different age groups, basically 3 to 7, 5 to 8. And that's who we went to see today.
What physically happened when you carried those toys and things into that particular family?
Well, it was quite heart-wrenching, really, because once they saw us enter the room, they were obviously excited. It was obviously something different, something they hadn't seen recently. And when they saw the cuddly toys in their arms, they started jumping up, and it was nice to see. It was one of the better things, sorry about that. I forgot this.
That's okay.
And give out some of those gifts to the children and the needy.
Tell me what sort of, how did the children react when you sort of took these presents in?
We went to visit the smaller children, and I came through the doors with an armful of teddy bears, and I just knelt down, and it was just a case of, let's just grab them. Yeah, but their faces were a picture. They enjoyed it.
Can I ask you about the soldiers' involvement in this? How have they taken to working with children, and what have they been doing?
Well, the soldiers are marvellous because they have the biggest hearts you could ever expect to see. And they melt in the presence of children. Really tough soldiers aren't anything like that at all when they're with the children. They melt. And so because they're family people themselves, because they've got their own kids, because they've got brothers and sisters of the same age, they see the people in there as literally children, literally people they can help. And so they are raising funds, they are writing to reporters.
Just cut that for a second. There's so much noise going on. How do you feel as a church person out here and receiving gifts from your congregation all those miles back home?
Well, it's absolutely marvellous that the people back home can support this kind of ministry, even though it's 1,400 miles away. But it's close to Christmas, and the first Christmas was quite a dreadful affair. A refugee Holy Family in the middle of a war-torn country. They had no room in the inn. If the meaning of Christmas is anywhere on earth, it must be in Bosnia, and Christ will be born in Bosnia in 1997. And so it would help them as they say their prayers in England to feel that they're participating in what is really a holy event. The message of the angels, quite simply, is peace on earth. And here they are sharing in creating that little bit of peace in this little part of God's kingdom.
Okay, if you could tell me, just for the record, please, your name, your appointment, and where we are.
I'm Captain Stuart Whittercase. I'm 2IC of 32 HQ Squadron, which is part of 38 Engineer Regiment, and I'm in Gornji Vakuf at the Precision Factory.
Okay, Stuart, can you tell me what your sort of section are doing over here, your company?
Right, there are senior NCOs from 32 Headquarters Squadron have been working in local schools, training local children and making them aware of the dangers involved with the mines which are in and around the area.
Is there much of a threat now? We've seen on the television that they are actually being cleared.
Yes, there are still a lot of minefields around, and when a minefield has been cleared, it's not necessarily all of the mines have gone. So it's very important that children are aware that when they do come across these items which have been left by the former warring factions, that they're aware what the dangers are and how they should, or they're aware that they should keep away from the items.
I hope. Could you tell me how we do this in practicality?
Right. We have a number of senior NCOs in 32 Headquarters Squadron who, since we've arrived, have been assigned to visiting local schools and giving presentations to the children, making them aware of the dangers. So far they have visited 80 schools and spoken to approximately 12,000 children.
And perhaps you can tell me the sort of response you get from these schools and the school teachers.
Generally it's very good, very positive. They're very happy to have the senior NCOs in and explaining the dangers. Obviously the teachers themselves are aware of the dangers, and obviously they don't want the children to become injured because of their ignorance.
Now I'm told there's one particular school we're going to today that has minefields all around it.
That's true, yes. There are still a lot of minefields in the area, and more often than not they will be around living areas, and that will include schools, unfortunately.
Now, one positive thing that I've seen since I've been here, can you just tell me what happened with Warrant Officer Gravel? What did he do and what have you achieved?
Q Gravel actually organises the mines awareness training. He has a number of senior NCOs with him, and he makes sure that they go out and about and follow a programme, and he organises all of the mine awareness training and schools visits.
What about the orphans? Can you just tell me about what he's done with the orphans?
Right. Q Gravel has received a number of donations from people back in the UK. He's been very impressed with the response to a letter which he sent to a newspaper in the UK, and since then he's been receiving parcels on a daily basis. And all the bits and pieces that have been arriving have been divided up and taken to orphanages and schools in the area for the benefit of the local children.
And what's it like, you being away from home at Christmas, you personally?
It's not too bad for me. I'm single, but I realise that some of the guys find it difficult being away from their families, and they all miss their families very much while they're here. Unfortunately, we have to be here, and it's good that we're doing a job which is worthwhile while we're here.